Hello friends, I am Shushant Raghavan. Welcome to Technical and Quality Session. For understanding the technical requirements and quality standards in clothing industry, making a sustainable garment, I have good practical experience in the apparel manufacturing sector. My skills are CAD pattern making, sample development, technical requirements, and measuring quality performance. Today's session is about sewing thread consumption in garment manufacturing industry. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's begin the presentation. Sewing thread consumption. In today's competitive marketplace, there is a need for tight cost control. So as a garment manufacturer, we need to control manufacturing cost of a product. We need to minimize our manufacturing cost for getting more profit. As we know, sewing thread is one of the common accessories in the garment industry. By minimizing sewing thread consumption, we can save maximum wastage for an order by saving sewing thread for a particular order or style, not only saving money but also save warehouse maintenance cost. To estimate sewing thread consumption for an order, merchandiser need to understand the seams and ways of garment stitching. Before going to bulk booking of sewing thread, garment merchandisers need to know the way of calculating sewing thread consumption per stitch, machine wise, and using best sewing machine for making clothes to minimize sewing thread wastage. Also need to calculate sewing thread consumption in one garment, then go for bulk booking. Sewing thread consumption. Thread consumption means how much thread we need for making a specific style of garment. To determine sewing thread consumption, there is a standard formula. By using a standard formula, you will get multiplied factors according to machine type and stitching classes. To estimate sewing thread consumption, you have to multiply seam length with the factors. A unit length of seam depends on the following factors for actual sewing thread consumption. Classes of stitch, stitches per inch is SPI, fabric thickness of the seam, thread tension, width of the seam, size of the garment, design of the garment, automatic thread trimming or manual thread trimming. Estimate thread consumption. You can estimate thread consumption in several ways. Estimate consumed actual sewing thread in a specific length of seam. Find out the thread consumption by using mathematical stitch formulas based on fabric thickness of the seam and SPI, stitches per inch. By calculation in Excel spreadsheets using thread consumption ratios. Measuring actual thread consumed. A specified length of a given seam is measured and then the thread is pulled out of this length. We can use the amount pulled out of this specified length to calculate the ratio of the thread consumed in the entire seam. By dividing the amount of thread by the seam length, we get the ratio of thread consumed. If we multiply this factor times the total length of seam, we can determine the total thread consumed for that seam. Measuring actual thread consumed. Example. Length of seam equal to 100 cm, 1 meter, SPI 12. Stitch class 401, 2 thread chain stitch. Length of seam for which thread is removed equal to 10 cm. Needle thread removed equal to 13.75 cm. Needle thread factor equal to 13.75 divided by 10 equal to 1.375. Looper thread removed equal to 41.25 cm. Looper thread factor equal to 41.25 divided by 10 equal to 4.125. Total needle thread equal to 100 cm into 1.375 equal to 137.5 cm. Total looper thread equal to 100 cm into 4.125 equal to 412.5 cm. Total thread consumed equal to 137.5 plus 412.5 equal to 550 cm. Add 15% wastage equal to 550 cm into 1.15 equal to 632.5 cm. Generally 10% to 15% wastage of thread is added to the consumption derived. This wastage occurs due to shop floor conditions like machine running, thread breakage, repairs, etc. The above example shows the total thread consumed for one type of stitch class in a garment. By following a similar procedure, you can calculate the thread consumed for different stitching operation in a garment. Thread consumption equation. Thread consumption may be carried out by using equation which is derived from stitch geometry for various stitch types. Equation is flexible and applicable to any given length of seam. They are shown for 1 inch only and may be multiplied by the length of seam to determine the total thread consumed. Following variables are considered to develop mathematical equation. Stitch class, stitch name, equation. 101 single needle chain stitch C equal to 3 plus 2 TS. C equal to consumption per inch. W equal to width of seam. T equal to thickness of materials. S equal to stitch per inch. 301 lock stitch. C equal to 2 plus 2 TS. 401 2 thread chain stitch. C equal to 4 plus 2 TS. 406 cover seaming stitch. C equal to 7 plus 2S in bracket T plus W. 407 cover seaming stitch for attaching elastic. C equal to 9 plus 2S in bracket 3T plus W. 504 3 thread overlock. C equal to 4S in bracket W plus T plus 2. 514 4 thread mock safety. C equal to 5 plus 2S in bracket 3T plus 2W. 516 5 thread safety stitch. C equal to 2S in bracket 2W plus 3T plus 3.5. 602 cover stitch. C equal to 8 plus S in bracket 5W plus 4T. 605 cover stitch. C equal to 10 plus 2S in bracket 2W plus 3T. 607 flat seaming stitch. C equal to 12 plus 4S in bracket W plus 2T. Thread consumption equation. Example 401 2 thread chain stitch. Thickness of the seam, fabric thickness 0.0625 inches. SPI stitches per inch 12. Length of the seam 36 inches. Mathematical equation for consumption. C equal to 4 plus 2 TS, where T is equal to thickness, S equal to stitch per inch. C equal to 4 plus 2 in bracket 0.0625 into 12 equal to 5.5 inches per inch. Hence 36 into 5.5 equal to 198 inches. Add 15% seam wastage. 198 into 1.15 equal to 227.7 inches for 36 inches seam length. By following similar equation, you can calculate the thread consumed for different stitching operations in inches per seam length. Thread consumption ratios. The easier method is to use the generally applicable thread consumption ratios for the various stitch types that are listed in the table below. By relating these ratios to the length of seams using each stitch type, total thread consumption can be calculated. Stitch class 101 1 thread chain stitch. Total thread usage for ratio 100%. 301 lock stitch 2.7 50 by 50. 304 zigzag lock stitch 5.5 50 by 50. 401 2 thread chain stitch 5.5 25 by 75. 406 2 needle bottom cover stitch quarter inch 16.5 30 by 70. 407 3 needle bottom cover stitch quarter inch 18.5 30 by 70. 504 3 thread overhead stitch 14 20 by 80. 512 4 thread mock safety stitch 16.5 25 by 75. 514 4 thread overhead stitch 20 20 by 80. 516 5 thread safety stitch 22 20 by 80. 602 4 thread covering stitch 24 20 by 80. 605 5 thread covering stitch 28 30 by 70, 607, 6 thread covering stitch, 32, 30 by 70. Calculation in Excel spreadsheet using thread consumption ratios. Example of Excel spreadsheet using thread consumption ratios. Date, style number, description, men's boxer shorts, order quantity, size, needle thread, bobbin thread, looper thread, total. Name of operation, stitch ISO, SPI, rows of stitch, seam length centimeter, top thread usage, needle thread meters, bobbin thread usage, bobbin thread meters, looper thread usage, looper thread meters, total meters. Consumption calculated, body text 27, 26 meters per piece, looper text 21, 53 meters per piece. Thread consumption ratio. Class 101, single thread chain stitch. Thread 1, needle 1, looper 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:4. Class 301, lock stitch. Thread 2, needle 1, bobbin 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:2.7. Class 304, zigzag lock stitch. Thread 2, needle 1, bobbin 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:5.5. Class 401, chain stitch. Thread 2, needle 1, looper 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:5.5. Class 406, 2 needle bottom cover stitch. Thread 3, needle 2, looper 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:16.5. Class 407, 3 needle bottom cover stitch. Thread 4, needle 3, looper 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:18.5. Class 504, 3 thread overage stitch. Thread 3, needle 1, looper 2. Thread consumption ratio 1:14. Class 408, 2 needle top cover stitch. Thread 5, needle 2, looper 2, spreader 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:17. Class 512, 4 thread mock safety stitch. Thread 4, needle 2, looper 2. Thread consumption ratio 1:16.5. Class 514, 4 thread overage stitch. Thread 4, needle 2, looper 2. Thread consumption ratio 1:20. Class 516, 5 thread safety stitch. Thread 5, needle 2, looper 3. Thread consumption ratio 1:22. Class 602, 4 thread cover stitch. Thread 4, needle 2, looper 1, spreader 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:24. Class 605, 5 thread cover stitch. Thread 5, needle 3, looper 1, spreader 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:28. Class 607, 6 thread cover stitch. Thread 6, needle 4, looper 1, spreader 1. Thread consumption ratio 1:32. Conclusion. Some wastage is inevitable, though it can be reduced where machines are fitted with automatic thread trimmers. Extreme situations of thread wastage occur where operators working on overage or safety stitch machine keep the machine running constantly for long spells as they feed garment parts into them. A long section of thread chain will join the garment parts, and where seams are short, example blouse shoulder seams, wastage could easily exceed actual usage. If thread wastage is collected and weighed on an accurate balance, some surprising figures may be obtained. Not only does thread wastage cost money, it may cause a manufacturer to run out of thread before the completion of the contract for which it was purchased. In many areas of clothing manufacturing, where long run of a garment style used to be the norm, styles are changing increasingly rapidly in response to retailing demands. Thread quantities required for these small contracts must be more accurately estimated than hitherto if enough is to be available in the correct size and number of packages, and if stocks are not to be left over at the end. Lack of control over thread wastage makes such estimates extremely difficult. Thank you for watching. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment your valuable thoughts and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified when I post a new presentation. Bye, have a good day.